Nicholas from joyfulartist.org. I'm going to be attempting to draw this picture of Carly Kloss. This will be some practice sketching right now. Where I talk to you about some things I've been doing lately. Uh, I've been trying to get better at my drawing of my of faces. So I start off like with an oval. I love like my favorite thing to draw is people. I just love drawing people because it's the differences in their features is just so interesting to me. I spend all day when I meet people just talking to them like, oh, where are you from and what country are you? And sometimes like it's funny to them because I'll guess the right country and they'll be like, well, how'd you know? Well, I spend a lot of time drawing and just watching people's faces. I do a lot of people watching, which might be sound creepy to a lot of you, but that's kind of what I do to get better at my drawing. And what I've learned is from several people, listening to several people on YouTube that are artists, is that life drawing is the best type of drawing for practice. What I'm doing now is not the highly recommended one, but that's what we're doing today because of the situation right now. But life drawing, like drawing people like in real life at a coffee shop and places like that. I love going to Starbucks. I'm gonna have to do a video one of these days while I'm at Starbucks and to just to show you guys a little bit more of what I do, but on a daily basis. But I love drawing at Starbucks and getting. I don't have to be nothing in particular, just a cup of coffee or some water, just so I can be able to sit down. A lot of places don't want you sitting nowhere for free, which is understandable because it's a business environment. But I'll spend some time in Starbucks a lot, just sketching and practicing. And eventually, I'm gonna get with Photoshop. You know, I've dabbled with it a little bit, but have not really taken that part seriously. And I don't know, I just haven't really been focused on the digital side of the art the way I want to be this year. But we're just gonna just keep focusing on getting better and practicing and trying new mediums. I used to not use watercolors, so that's kind of new. Like the last 2 years, I've been kind of like dealing with watercolor, which is pretty fine. It's a different medium. I used to only use color pencils when I was in high school, but I'm trying to like diversify my the different mediums that I use, not just focus on just one. But I like the way the watercolor has turned out for the most part. It's worked out pretty good that way. I just gotta continue to practice so that those colors can look better. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the graphic novel that I've been working on. I just always love like observing people and writing stories about people and their lives. Ever since I was like in high school, even before that, like my one of my favorite shows to watch growing up was Dragon Ball Z and the Proud Family. I don't know if some of you guys remember the Proud Family. I used to love watching that show, and it just resonated with me. I've always wanted to do animation, and that's like the long term goal, which you guys will be able to see in the future. Me doing is making 2D animated films. That is like my all time biggest dream ever. More than traveling the world, more than any other stuff. Mostly, I've always wanted to make animation, but right now I've been focusing on books and storytelling because that's a form, in a sense, it's like a step toward animation. A lot of people who have done children's books, a lot of them have been involved with animation at some point of their life. Some, not all, but some, and I think it's an awesome medium. I personally am very into the 2D animation. I'm not really crazy about the 3D. Almost went to school one time for the 3D, but I don't know. I just like the personal touch on the paper, and I'm trying to like be a little bit more open minded with the technology. because that seems to be what's winning out in a lot of job situations. But my heart is still with like the 2D animation. It's just so exciting. These are the pens that I use. I get this from Blick Art Materials. It's a really good pen for the outlining. Again, guys, this is just a practice sketch. I don't know what her face is gonna turn out looking like. I'll let you guys be the judge of that in a little bit. But this is just practice for me. But yeah, that is the ultimate goal, is to really be making 2D animations. And what I'm doing now is just trying to build up, my storytelling ability. I just love telling stories. When I was growing up, I would be that kid that would always be asking my grandmother like a million questions about their childhood. Like, oh, what did you guys eat? And what did you guys wear? Just that weird kid like that. When it came to asking a million questions, I would ask so many questions it would tire my parents out. Many times I would follow them to their room and ask them questions like, oh, okay, time to go to bed. Just please leave now. But I've always been kind of very inquisitive, and I just love learning about other people and other cultures, especially people who are from other parts of the world. It's very interesting. And eventually, I'm going to be showing you some videos about my children's book process, how I make the children's books, and my signature character. Her name is Jenny Spaghetti. I'm going to show you more of that in future videos to come. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the graphic novel. The graphic novel, if you're not really, you don't have to be into comics to like this book. You could be a mother of teens and you would benefit from this book. You could be a teenager and you would benefit from this book. It's not going to be expensive, guys. I'm planning on making it anywhere from like 99 cents to $3.99. It's just some art that I wanted to put out there and share with you guys. And the inspiration I get is from the many times that I have spent in New York City. Like I've told you before, I used to travel a lot on the mega bus when I was 20 years old to New York City. And I just remember meeting so many different type of people. Like in New York, everybody's trying to sell you something. It's all in your face. But it was just so exciting being there in Manhattan and just going to the Trump Tower. I've been to the Trump Tower before. It's pretty big. It wasn't really exciting to me to be there, but just an experience. And it just was exciting just visiting my cousins, in Brooklyn. So the story is based in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm thinking about making it exclusively available on my website, joyfulartist.org. And I'll just keep you guys posted about that in the future. But it's going to be mainly stationed in New York City, and it'll benefit people who like art, who appreciate art. But it's going to be affordable for like you moms out there, and for people who have children and have other responsibilities. But a mother of children would like this book. A mom, a teenager who may be like in high school, something like that. The characters are really relatable. You would like this book. I don't expect somebody like 50 years old, no kids, and a plumber to really enjoy this book. You know, it would have to be somebody within that audience more than likely who would like it. But it's coming soon, and I'll keep you guys posted. If you want to learn more about my characters, Chris and Stacy, and my graphic novel is coming soon, check out joyfulartist.org/blog, and you'll learn more about my characters. Now, this is the picture I did of Carly Kloss. To me, it doesn't really look like her, but again, it's a practice sketch, and I'll show you a picture of what she looks like. And I'll keep you guys notified in the future. Okay, please pursue your dreams and stay positive. Don't let nobody tell you you cannot achieve anything in your life. This is just the beginning, and I'll show you more of this to come. Take care. Have a good one, guys.